Hey guys, Dr. Axe here, Doctor of Natural Medicine and founder of draxe.com. In this video, I want to teach you how to do a bone broth fast. And this is something I've taught my patients how to do for years. The benefits are tremendous. If you're looking to improve your metabolism, support your digestion, improve the health of your skin, hair, and nails, support detoxification, take your digestion to the next level, detox your body, and have healthier joints and flexibility and comfort, all of those issues, bone broth can help. And for a lot of us, we are so deficient in bone broth that doing a bone broth fast can help us load up on these things as well as resting our organs. And listen, I've done a lot of fasts and cleanses over the years. I've done the Daniel fast, I've done juice cleanses and fasts, I've done liver cleanses, colon cleanses, the master's cleanse, the maker's cleanse. I've done all of these different cleanses and fasts. And the bone broth fast that I've done is by far the most effective way I've seen to really support health in the body as well as rest the body at the same time. And so again, I'm going to teach you how to do that and the many benefits of doing a bone broth fast. So there are one of two things you'll need with doing this bone broth fast. Either, here's what, it's typically going to last 3 days, so recommend doing a 3-day bone broth fast, and that's where only thing you're drinking is bone broth for essentially 5 meals a day. So you're going to drink a glass of bone broth 5 times a day, and that's really it. So that's what you'll do with a bone broth fast. And the benefits are this: when we look at bone broth is high in so many nutrients that our bodies are missing. And here's the other thing I love about this cleanse. I've done cleanses and fasts in the past where afterwards I'll lose a lot of weight, but I'll lose muscle mass, not just body fat. The great thing about a bone broth cleanse is bone broth is high in amino acids and protein. So when you do that fast, you'll only lose fat and not lose the muscle. And that's really important for someone like me who tends to, can lose muscle easily. We want to lose the fat, keep the muscle, and that's why this is so much better, another reason, than any other cleanse, especially at revving the metabolism up and supporting detoxification. And so bone broth, here's some things to remember about it. Number one, it's packed with amino acids. It's high in the amino acids proline, glutamine, glycine, and arginine. And proline is the main amino acid that helps tighten and tone our skin, but it also supports gut health. If you have leaky gut or digestive issues, this helps with the colon, helps cleansing the colon and the skin. So if you want to cleanse the colon and the skin, which are connected, proline is great. It also contains the amino acid glycine. Glycine supports liver detoxification. And so many of us, we're exposed to so many toxins on a regular basis, from environmental pollutants to home cleaning products to personal care products, or even shampoo and our deodorant we use are loaded with chemicals for many of us on a regular basis. Well, glycine can help your liver in detoxifying. Number 3 amino acid, L-glutamine. L-glutamine is the number 1 amino acid that supports leaky gut and gut repair, which is great for cleansing as well. And the number 4, arginine, which supports circulation and hormone cleansing. So again, if you want to naturally support circulation, your heart health, your lungs detoxification, that's where that amino acid, arginine, is so important. So again, bone broth is full of all of those. Also, bone broth has potassium, the ultimate cleansing mineral. Most of us get way too much sodium in our diet. And remember, sodium brings nutrients and water into your body. Potassium helps flush waste and toxins out of your body. So most of us are deficient in potassium and have too much sodium. We need to balance that out. When that happens, it's called your body's sodium-potassium pump. Imagine your body starts pumping out toxins. Well, bone broth is packed with potassium. Also, bone broth contains hyaluronic acid, glucosamine, chondroitin, glucosaminoglycans, and other nutrients that support health of the body as well. So again, a bone broth cleanse is so beneficial. And you can either make your own bone broth at home. You can do chicken or beef broth. With chicken, you're going to buy chicken feet, backs, or necks at your local farmer's market or Whole Foods. You'll put those in a crock pot or slow cooker. I've got actually one here. And you'll put those in a crock pot with water and apple cider vinegar. You'll cook it for 24 to 48 hours, and that liquid is bone broth. The other thing you can do is actually just buy bone broth powder. What I do is bone broth protein powder. This is from a company, this is my favorite company. It's called Ancient Nutrition Bone Broth Protein. And you can find this online. You can go to your local health food store and ask them for bone broth protein here. But this is the most convenient thing in the world. I bring this everywhere I go. I just went on a trip to Florida and New York. I brought this bone broth protein powder with me. You just do 1 scoop in water. And they have a plain flavor. They also have a chocolate and a vanilla and a turmeric. The turmeric is great because it's so good for healthy inflammation levels in the body. The plain is just great to add to different things. I'll add this to a number of things. And the chocolate and vanilla taste amazing. And so, when I do a bone broth cleanse though, again, I do 1 glass a day and I'll mix it up. Sometimes I'll do plain, sometimes I'll do chocolate, vanilla, and turmeric. But that's the thing I love about this is, I will make my own bone broth at home and use it, but for convenience, it takes so much time to make my own bone broth that sometimes I like just adding in and doing the bone broth powder. So again, 12 ounces of water, 1 scoop of bone broth protein, drink that 5 times a day for these tremendous benefits and having really more beauty in terms of toning up your skin, thickening your, supporting healthy hair, supporting detoxification as we talked about, better digestion, boosted metabolism, healthier joints and flexibility, all of those things. It supports the body in all of those ways. And supporting immunity too because of all the nutrients here. So again, you can do bone broth protein, or you can make bone broth yourself at home, or do both. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll do bone broth liquid, drink a glass of that during the day, and then sometimes I'll do bone broth powder. But this essentially is just in bone broth in powder form, add to water, and it's straight bone broth. Again, Ancient Nutrition Bone Broth Protein. But so again, with a bone broth fast, you could start off with 1 day, you could do 3 days, you could do as much as, as 10 days with doing a bone broth fast. But I reckon for most people, 3 days in order to do a bone broth fast. And one of my good friends, Jordan Rubin, called me the other day and he said, Josh, you know what I do? He said, I do bone broth intermittent fasting. Here's a great thing, and this is one of the things that you may want to do. What you're going to do is you're going to drink bone broth or bone broth protein with water. So you're going to drink that for breakfast, lunch, a snack, so 3 times. And then you're going to eat whatever you want for dinner. You're going to eat a solid meal for dinner. So you're just going to drink bone broth smoothies or bone broth throughout the day. And then you're going to eat a solid meal for dinner. That's called a bone broth intermittent fast, where you just drink bone broth all day, and then 6 o'clock or so in the evening when you get home, you're going to actually do a solid meal. Eat healthy, of course. Do some grass-fed beef and some sprouted rice, cooked vegetables or raw vegetables and fruit. Eat a good healthy meal, an anti-inflammatory meal for dinner, but then drink bone broth throughout the day. So you can either do a 3-day bone broth fast with just bone broth, or do a bone broth intermittent fast where you're doing bone broth throughout the day and a solid meal for night. And again, I guarantee if you do a bone broth fast, you're going to notice improvements in your digestion, a boost in metabolism. You're going to notice stronger immunity, healthier skin, hair, and nails, better joint health, flexibility, and comfort. Also, you're going to notice it's going to really support detoxification. And the other thing I love about a bone broth fast is it's the easiest fast or detox that I've ever done, because I'm not losing muscle mass. I can still stay full, yet my body is cleansing and reaching an optimal level of health during that time. So if you want to learn more about doing a bone broth fast, check out my website, draxe.com. Just search Dr. Axe Bone Broth or Dr. Axe cleanse or bone broth fast. I've got lots of information on there. I've got bone broth cleanse recipes and bone broth smoothie and soup recipes as well. And just want to say, hey, thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about how to take your health to the next level, make sure you subscribe here to the YouTube channel. This is me, Dr. Axe, talking about how to do a bone broth fast.